Hello and welcome to another episode. I've had an email from someone called Bob in British Columbia in Canada about an EV9 problem, which seems to be a little bit of an epidemic. So I'll just tell you what Bob put in his email. We picked up my wife's new 2025 EV9 first of the 8th of August. 13 days later at 988 kilometres. It failed to go into gear after parking in front of the retail store for 15 minutes. The error description was shifter system malfunction. Stuck in park, we could stop and start the car, but could not put it into neutral drive or reverse. So the e-shifter, on the EV6, it's the round thing, would not engage. If you know, or don't know, the e-shifter sends messages to an actuator which is on the side of the reduction gearbox, which is like buried at the back somewhere in this, and that sends messages to that to tell it what to shift into, whether neutral, reverse or forward. So it currently sits at the dealer. I've gone on the internet and I've found other cases, and I'm enclosing 2 screenshots of the messages that appear to the same issue, but to date I've not heard of a resolution to the issue. Now, I went digging around on Reddit and I found one where it was resolved and one where it was resolved by another method. And in between that, I came across a post on the EV9 Facebook group from Deb Tate, and I posted Bob's pictures and she said, yeah, that's exactly the same issue I've got. And she put, and to top it off, apparently 3 more 2025 EV9s were towed back to our dealership in British Columbia in Canada with the same control system failure. Now, looking back at Bob's email, Bob forwarded me a message from someone called Chris D, and they say that the third customer that day to have the EV9 towed to the dealer, and that's in Montreal, so that's a different state in Canada. So that's at least 6 cases. Now, going on Reddit, it does happen occasionally, but it's not clear what the resolution is. Now, I did go digging and I did find one post where they took it to the dealer and they went for the fault codes and they rechecked pin tension and reconnected the shifter torque, and the vehicle seemed to work correctly. But it doesn't always carry on working. And then somebody called Tej Data on Reddit, they took theirs in, and the resolution, customer states when getting back into the vehicle and starting it, would not get out of neutral, could not get engaged gear. Diagnostic check was P106961, SBW actuator stack, running error in history along with a lot of CAN, which is a car area network communication codes. So they replaced the shift-by-wire control unit and the actuator. So possibly that's another solution. So I don't know whether this is a bad batch of actuators or wiring or what, but if you've seen this in an EV9 anywhere in the world, please let me know how common this is. So I'm obviously trying to help Bob and see if there is a resolution, but they've been told like a wait time till like December for various parts, and since Bob took the car in, they've changed the 12-volt battery and it worked for a while and then stopped working, so it's back at the dealer. So that's your one problem. And the second problem is the driver's cluster on lots of EV9s, that's the bit beyond the steering wheel, is going blank apart from some basic indicators like the P for park, auto hold, or the parking brake. All the rest of it is staying off. So the car's not really safe to drive. If you're in the USA, I'd report this to the NHTSA. The suspicion is it's a software update that is going on in the background because people have walked away from the car and locked it and come back in half an hour or 45 minutes and it's cleared itself. The worry is if these have the same systems, and they do in the new EV6 facelift and the EV3, will they inherit this problem? Now, if you've had the problem, I would complain about it. Otherwise, it's never going to get picked up or resolved. Anyway, if you have any information on either of these 2 problems, or you've seen them and you've got an EV9, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.